back to Linda's Pantry. So today I'm going to make a little crock pot full of some delicious ham and cabbage soup. I have a little bit of ham left over and I'm going to use that up in a couple different recipes, but one of them is going to be this ham and cabbage soup. It's delicious, it's super easy, and I'm going to put it in a little 2-quart crock pot so I won't make too much, and I'll have that for the next couple of days. I can bring it for work lunch and have it for dinner tonight. All right guys, hope it inspires you to stay with me. If it does, go ahead and check out my Facebook page down in the show more box below, and right next to that I've got my Wild Tree website, because I try to use Wild Tree as far as having all organic, all natural ingredients, and makes it healthier for my family. So if you're interested, you can go over there and shop for those products, or I've got a recipe box over there with free recipe ideas in there. You could swap out your own ingredients for Wild Tree and or become a rep and earn some extra money. All right guys, let's go make this delicious, easy ham and cabbage soup. Okay, so this is how quick and easy this goes. I've got some green cabbage. I've got, here I've chopped up about 1.25 cups of ham. And that was a ham that I did in the crock pot. Now I'm dicing a pretty small, a red potato. Potatoes and ham, they just go hand in hand in my book. And then I'm going to give a rough chop on this cabbage. I like it bite-sized kind of pieces. It breaks down in the cooking process, but I still want to be able to get it on a spoon and have it be easy to eat. Now, I've made this combination in more of a casserole type dish before, and it's delicious as well, but I think that this is really going to be a great soup. And I have this little 2-quart crock pot. I went years without having any, and now I've got too many. My husband's got one where he is. We've got this one back here. We've got this one here. But you know what? It's a great option for cooking. So we're going to go ahead and get this put together, and it's going to go in the crock pot. I'm going to put it down on low because there's nothing really that has to cook a long time. So let me get this going. I've got to get some chicken stock. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my chicken stock. I try to keep on hand these cartons of organic chicken stock whenever I can. So we're going to go ahead and add our ham down in the bottom, just because it's going to make it give me an idea of how much stock I really need. And this may be too much ham for this little bit of soup, but we'll see. Trial and error. I'm trying to make things on a smaller scale. And I did bring into the mix some organic kale. I get these this bagged up at Trader Joe's, and it's just delicious. And it holds up to long cooking. You know, spinach kind of breaks down into nothing, and kale will hold up integrity-wise. So let's get the potatoes in there. And start on that cabbage and the kale. I'm going to need my scooper, it looks like. Okay, let's grab that kale. Ooh, this is going to be so good. And no, these vegetables are going to break down, and I want this to be full of veggie. So I don't mind if it fills it to the top. It's about what I wanted. A little bit more kale maybe on the top here. Make sure if you see any really woody stem that you take that out of the mix. It takes a little bit too long to break down, I think. A little bit's okay, but too much is not good. I've got a tablespoon of absolutely onion blend in here, the last bit of this jar. And it's just going to add a sweet Vidalia onion flavor to this. I'm not a big powdered onion user necessarily, but that mix from Wild Tree is delicious. So, and I've got about a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. We're going to put that on there. And then we've got to have a little bit of spicy. Just a couple shakes of red pepper flakes for some spice and background heat. And now it's time for the chicken stock. How easy is this crock pot meal? So you're gonna add in your chicken stock because the vegetables don't have a ton of liquid. So I'm gonna it's probably gonna be about a half of a quart. I'm thinking, but it might end up taking the whole quart, which would be fabulous. Okay, and here we go. We're gonna use that whole quart of stock. Yay! And how delicious is this? Now I can see the top of the juice, and then it's gonna make, like I said, some more of its own juice. So delicious. And really and truly, we're just waiting until the red potatoes and the cabbage breaks down and cooks, and we'll be ready to eat. You can have this over noodles if you wanted. You could have this next alongside some cornbread or biscuits, but we're gonna have it, or I'm gonna have it just the way it is. And pretty excited because this is easy to put together, and my meal will be ready when I get home tonight. So I'm gonna put it on low, and let it go. And I'll take a picture and I'll bring you back when it's all done. I really couldn't resist showing you how pretty this is. It just is a really colorful, inviting soup. So stay with me and we'll see how it comes out. All right, guys, let's put a lid on it. All right, so we have a final result of this beautiful ham and cabbage soup. It's got kale and the leftover ham. It's got, I did put a tablespoon of dehydrated onion in here as well. I felt like it needed a little bit of onion flavor, but isn't that gorgeous? And the house just smells amazing. So you've got that ham and the cabbage and potato, and this is enough for 2 people, a hearty dinner, and or somebody to have for dinner and again for lunch. So I'm just gonna dish some up right now. And it took that quart of chicken stock. If you like cabbage and kale and soup, you're gonna love this. It's delicious. It's very inexpensive to make as well. So there you go. Let's get you a close-up of that, and then we'll give you a taste test. All right, guys, this smells amazing. I can't wait to taste. So good, and this was so easy. Just throw it in the pot and let it do its thing. So I've got a little bit of kale, some ham, some cabbage, and a potato. And really, this is figure friendly as well. Super hot though. This was on low in this little crock pot for about 5 hours. Oh my goodness. It reminds me of braised corned beef. You know, when you make corned beef and cabbage in a braised kind of a soup fashion, without the, you know, the big spice action going on. So I'm just gonna have one more little bite because it's so good. And I love the addition of the kale. Delicious. Wow, that's amazing. So I hope that this inspires you to use up some of your leftovers. Make yourself some hearty, delicious, inexpensive soup with your leftovers and use up everything you've got. I did not waste one part of our ham from Easter, and it rendered off a ton of meals for us in all different outfits. So dress up in a different outfit and call it your own. So I hope that this brings you back. I've got a ton more videos coming up where this one came from. And as always, guys, I hope if you like this, you did give me a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, go share it on your Facebook page, Google Plus, or Twitter. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. God bless.